Hello, everybody. Mr. Moo here in the cockpit, here in Elite Dangerous, here at Darbo Plant, here in the San Guojian system, and a little bit of testing today. A little bit different. I've tried to drop the Merino Twine 07 Desert Dude. Heyo, Jumpy Humpy Spider. Hello, and Master 10. Welcome to the show. So yeah, a little bit of experimentation today. Gonna be dropping the bitrate down just a little bit. PC Cornelison 77, 100 bits, thank you so much. I won't make it for the stream, but I'll watch it afterwards. Have fun. Well, we'll give it a shot. Today is a little different. Today is... yeah, like I said, I've brought the bitrate down a little bit. Hopefully that'll help folks with some connection issues, because I've heard you say, you know, a lot of buffering. Please, where's the transcoding? Unfortunately, I don't have transcoding options, unless I'm very lucky. But, I can drop the bitrate down a little bit, because I'm not running 1080 60 frames per second. I can drop this down to 720, and it's still in HD, it's just in, you know, lower HD. So we'll see how this goes, and hopefully I'll get some positive feedback here. Or some negative feedback, who knows. It's Monday. Shoutouts for the weekend. So, big thanks to Fallen Knight 667. You're actually my 500th follower. Thank you so much. I never thought I'd actually get this far. Let's see how much further we can get it. Scroff, thank you so much for the follow. Ghost Tracker 212, thank you for the subscription, the follow, and the donation. $10 from Ghost Tracker 212 who says, "Hey, I watch your videos on YouTube a lot, keep missing your streams, so I thought I'd sub you and give a donation because your content is awesome. Elite Dangerous needs more pilots like you." Well, thank you very much for that. Wow, I'm all... First thing Monday morning, now I'm all flustered and blushy. Draga 1642, thank you for the follow. Leonard 55. And PC Cornelison 77, who I got to there, the Shamrock, and the 100 bits. Thank you so much. Hope everybody had a good weekend. My weekend was rain. Rain, and for some reason on a Saturday night, I could not sleep worth a damn. Well, maybe it's because of the cats. Who knows. Anyway, finally got some sleep. I actually got up at a decent hour. And here we are, all set, ready to ride. And today's big project, well, actually, possibly this week's big project. And KZ Fusion, thank you so much for the auto-host. Budman, it's Seattle, of course it was rain. No, actually, Seattle has 11 seasons. Only 7 of them are rain. Byung, it snowed here. Leandra 07, hey! Oh, snow. We had snow not too long ago. That's a little terrifying. My folks in Iowa, they're still digging out from the last big blizzard. Winnebago River in Mason City is apparently flooding. Jumpy Humpy Spider, you've not been to the UK then? No, I've not. I've always wanted to go there, but, no, I originally came from Iowa, so you had 3 seasons. Hot, snow, construction. Then you couldn't get anywhere. So, this week's big project. Project Blackbody. This is where I attempt to build something very, very dangerous and very, very stealthy. So we'll get around on the material grind for that today. A lot of flying around, a lot of kind of talking to the traders, kind of some horse trading here and there on the materials, assuming we don't have to go and pick some up off the surface somewhere. But first off, I took a contract. We've got a high-influence mission to help out the faction here in San Guojian. All we gotta do is kill a dangerous pirate lord. Pirate lord? Yeah, pirate lord. Alfred James. In the Adensu system. Why not? We've been aiming for Adensu. Jumpy Humpy Spider says, bring an umbrella. Oh yeah, Seattle is much the same way. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Who am I flying with today? No, really. Who am I flying with today?
I'm here.
Standing by.
Ready in waiting. Reporting for duty.
Alright, full house. We've got Eli, Celeste, Astra, and Alex. All manning the stations. Young 184, my current project is reaching SAG A-star. Best of luck to you. I've got a Hank who's... well... he is hanking around like the best of them. Sanson, hello! How you doing?
Welcome to the stream.
Sanson just subscribed with a tier 1 sub 2 months in a row. Thank you so much for that. Sag A, the place where the first explorer had a Vindaloo and regretted it. Regrets! So yeah, I'm gonna try to come up with a possibly even more killy version of the chieftain. Well, it's not a chieftain, but it will be killy. Sanson, I missed the first few minutes. What's the more killy I heard about? Well, we're working on that. I call it Project Blackbody, and it is going to be a very stealthy vessel. A very stealthy vessel with, quadruple plasma casters. Graves, TTV, good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you doing? Hope your Monday's going well. Though, Jumpy Humpy Spider, I do have to clarify that.
Mission critical message.
Because, yeah, Seattleites don't believe in umbrellas. Byung, call it Chief Nakahomer. No, it can't be a chief because it's not a chieftain. This one we're working on, our next project is, well, it's gonna be a federal gunship. Just as soon as I get some influence for, Sanguogen here. Pew pew thingy? Chupa thingy! I like it. Got a nice ring to it. Sanson, thank goodness. Yeah, thank goodness. That's still, well, I get enough subs and we'll get there. If I can hit 40 sub points, we'll call it crazy enough that it might happen, but long enough that it ain't gonna happen soon. Booscore, good evening. How you doing? Oh yeah, over the weekend we you know, went and reinstalled Poker Night 2 just for fun. Because Brock Sampson, playing poker against Brock Sampson is hilarious. What do you usually play for? Nuclear launch codes, pinky fingers, sexual favorites. Young, I love the federal gunship. The armor is thicker than the walls around my ex-girlfriend's emotions. And then I get mugged going down memory lane and I, you know, miss the planet. Jumpy Humpy Spider, have you and I had the same Federal Corvette? Because stock, well, maybe, yeah, you can add into the armor, but stock, the Corvette's armor is, mournful. Yeah, we'll go with mournful. Oddly enough, I think the shield... Obviously, I am flying the wrong Federal Corvette, because I think the whole armor is garbage and the shields are good. I have apparently been flying the wrong ship this entire time. Or, somebody went, you know... Somebody went, fooled you, and it's actually a Type 10 in drag or something, I don't know. Jumpy Humpy Spider, I've never used a Corvette stock. I took all the components off my A-rated Battle Conda. Combat Conda, sorry. Yeah, okay, that would be the big difference there, yeah. I didn't. In fact, my first time back in the Corvette for a while, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna go kick ass in this thing. No, I forgot to put on any of the shield boosters. And it had none of the hull armoring. And the power plant wasn't exactly right. Rebuy of 42 million. That is not a small number.
Mission objective detected.
Well, let's go say hi to the neighbors.
Commander, what are your orders?
Lights on.
On.
Target power plant.
Log target. Under attack.
Nope. Jumpy Humpy Spider, thank you so much for the host. Always appreciated. Thank you so much for that. Nope.
We're picking up a distress signal.
Sanson, I was able to hover on Sterling with no engines going. What do you mean no engines going? Like, did you have them totally shut off, deactivated, or what? Because the station keeping thrusters will always hold you at a hover.
Picking up a distress signal.
Tell them to wait, they never took a hit. Because if you zero the throttle, the ship is still actually flying. It does have its thrusters going. Oh, proprietary composites? Don't mind if I do. I need some of those, actually.
We're picking up a distress signal.
Oh. Grade 5. Hello. More of them. Yes, please, and thank you. Northema, hello there! And yeah, Sanson, high G. Well, actually, yeah, it'll hold station at even on 6 Gs or higher.
Picking up a distress signal.
Thermic alloys, yes. Oh, these missions are always a gold mine. Sanson, well, now you know. Yep, and that's half the battle. Jumpy Humpy Spider, pirate bounty hunting. Never tried that. Even with my vet or FDL, I don't think I could win.
Picking up a distress signal.
It's not too bad on the solo missions. It's usually class 4, or, yeah, threat level 4. Let's head back to Sangroj and turn this in. So yeah, single pirate hunting missions, pirate assassinations, not too bad. It's usually a single ship, threat level 4. I've run into 2 ships at threat level 4, and one of them is like a Python, and the other one is a
We're picking up a distress
Asp
signal.
Scout, something like that. Now, if you go into the wing-rated assassination missions, then you're in for a fight. Because then you got 6 ships, threat level 5, and they're all engineered. And they hate you. They hate the hell out of you. Byung, pirate bounties in a vulture? Yeah. Yeah. The standard pirate bounties aren't bad. If you've got a Battle Conda or a Fer-de-Lance, you should be good. As long as you're smart about it. If you start running into trouble, get the hell out. Ain't worth the rebuy. Can spiders be smart? I would assume so. They're predators. I mean, herbivores. Look at your standard spider versus your standard cow. Now, how much smarts does it take to engineer a web and catch prey versus how much brains does it take to sneak up on a pile of grass? Rest my case. As my dad used to say about raising cattle, they were born with 0 brain and they just get dumber. I just sit in a web inside the console and walk on the dashboard during combat. Look to your left and you can see me on the dash. Aww. You know, now I'm actually wondering what kind of experiments have been done with spiders in 0G. What kind of web does a spider make in 0G? Young, spiders must be smart. They figured out how to make houses out of the stuff that comes out of their rear. True. Sanson, ever see a spider on drugs versus a cow on drugs? Spiders are smart. Sanson, 1 sec, NASA did it, I'll find it. Thank you, I thought so. Three-quarter impulse.
3/4 impulse.
Spiderwebs can be used in forensics. Lots of things can be used in forensics, but yeah, spiders are, spider webs, given the, well, I know at least one of the ways they can be used is checking breakdown time. A single strand can hold like a ton. Not so sure about that. But I do know that for its weight, it is stronger than spun steel. It would hold a lot more than, say, steel of the same diameter. Yes, Hank, that's a cube. It is not a ball, it doesn't roll around. Oh, good grief. I do need to set up the Hank cam. I just need to set up a GoPro on his head and have him look around. Lakon, Kilo, Yankee Lima, request docking clearance. Gear down.
Gear down.
So hopefully the video isn't too badly pixelated. Like I said, I dropped the bitrate a little bit. Hopefully it's behaving a little bit better for you, Budman. Yeah, give Hank his own Twitch stream. Watch, he makes partner faster than I do. I'll have to be his manager. Gret07, how you doing? Oh, Budman, there's transcoding today. Figures. Anyway, Sanguojin high influence. Jumpy Humpy Spider only hit affiliate about a week ago. Still not sure how I managed it. I feel the same way sometimes. Let's see here. Influence. Galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
All right, let's see what we can do here on the shopping list for materials at least. Oh, HIP 9599 took a hit. They're still on fire. I've got my big ship stationed here at Arandon. Anyway, we need services.
Kids these days in their crazy language, am I right?
Hardcore, thank you so much for the host. Always appreciated. Hope you're having a good day. How'd the weekend go? Have you seen how far in the bubble that is? Yes, I have. It's starting to get... Well, let's see here. HIP 9599, and there's Sol and Sirius. Oh yes, we have serious trouble. We have Sol trouble. We just got trouble. Gear up.
Retracting module.
Let's see here. Jumpy Humpy Spider, I think Thargoids are cats. They always want to see the world burn. Now, Hank and Yuki have never wanted to see the world burn. That would mean getting rid of the humans who feed them. Hardcore, I flew out to Hillary Point. I'll be on my way back tonight. You might want to stay out there, given the state of affairs right now. Then again, as long as the wing has at least somebody with Guardian weapons, I think you can pretty well take on a lot of Thargoid ships. Sanson, how many voices are in your cockpit now? Well, let's see here. There's Kix, there's Alex, Astra, Eli, Celeste, and Verity. And maybe 2 or 3 in my head. Yep, Jumpy beat me to it. 4, excluding the ones in his head. Well, I've got the ship's computer, Verity. I've got Eli. You know, my 4 voice packs are Eli, Celeste, Astra, and Alex. And then I've got Kix as another voice pack, but she doesn't say a whole lot. She's mostly there for the peanut gallery. Byung184, are the Thargoids known to hang out around the galactic core? Honestly, we don't know. Haven't noticed any. There haven't been any reports from any explorers out there getting hyperdicted, which is nice. Right now, it seems to be the Call... Was it the Call 170 sector or something? Call 70? Also the, well, the Pleiades and the Orion Molecular Cloud Complex. Horsehead Nebula, etc. Three-quarter impulse.
Three-quarter impulse engaged.
Gret, no, but there are Guardian sites not too far from the core. Guardian sites are popping up everywhere. Which means Guardian weapons everywhere. Yeah, not that the presence of one indicates the presence of the other, but it does make for some interesting ideas.
Playcon, Kilo Yankee, Lima, Federal Flight Control is now online. Follow sanctioned docking procedures.
Jumpy, I still need to unlock Professor Pain in the ass.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 37.
Copy 37. Tell you what, he's a lot easier than he used to be. Gear down.
Wheels down. It's safe to land, unless you're ground crew. And then I'd say, run!
100 meters from touchdown.
Thank you for the commentary, Eli.
Touchdown sequence complete. Dispatching
I'm
ground.
gonna have a word with you in a logic probe. Byung, the Thargoids remind me of the Covenant in Halo. Not a, totally inaccurate description, no. More similarities than not. Jumpy, I've got a Conda that can do 65 light years when fuel rat loaded. Nice. Hey, you're one of those big rescue rats now. Okay, raw materials. I need niobium. Thought I saw it. Molybdenum, yttrium, niobium. All right. Chromium do I need? None. Yeah. Any tellurium? No, I do not need tellurium. Jumpy, still only a rattling, I'm afraid. Not quite got my drill done. Well, it'll happen. Gret, I'm excited about the Guardian data analyzed by Ram Ta, saying some undiscovered Guardian sites might hold blueprints for Guardian ships. Oh, I didn't hear about that. Then again, if the other Guardian modules are any indicator, I got some uncharitable thoughts about that. Let's see here, I need 8 niobium. Any polonium? I do not need polonium. Do I need ruthenium? No. In the new logs on the Canon database, if you want to check it out. Oh, I think I'll check that out. Yeah. Let's see. What else can I transform here? The antimony? No, I do not need antimony. Let's see here. Merino twine. There's a feature request in the forums to give the Guardian modules a buff when you use them together. I'm down with that. Jumpy, they need to balance the costs of materials. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Okay, that covers that. Now I need 2 tin. And 3 vanadium. Else, nope. That takes care of the raw elemental needs. So now we need materials. Well, manufactured materials. It's like the Luwanja system has exactly what we need. So yeah, for those just tuning in, we're working on Project Blackbody today. And that is where I am creating a very, very stealthy ship. We're talking a stealth gunship. Gear up.
Retracting landing.
One that still packs a hell of a punch. Based on the lessons I've learned from, well, from the Taurus here. The hull had better be painted black. It's a federal gunship. That comes stock. But yes, I do have all of the blackout hull paint jobs that they offered. Is it still going to be stealthy once you open up? Sanson, in theory, yes. I believe if I was looking at the data right, this thing will only hit something like 24% heat when you pull the trigger on the big guns. No, I didn't buy any Black Friday paint. All the Black Friday paint jobs were given to me because I was in the beta. And thank you for that, Gret. There's a link to the Guardian data logs there. So I don't know why it linked up. Or why it didn't link up. Jumpy, I am too obsessed with the tactical ice paint. Yes, I know this. I know this feeling. I know it well. Neurality 07, 3/4 impulse.
3/4 impulse.
Hope you're having a good day. Hope you had a good weekend. Black Omega, a Booskor is lurking. Well, if anybody needs to lurk, though not within 5 minutes of each other, I still gotta work on that cooldown. The exclamation point lurk and unlurk commands are in effect. River Rat 07. Find me a parking spot.
Yankee Lima, you are now in Federation space. Be advised, docking access to this station is by permission only. Landing authorized. You are clear for approach to pad 4-1.
Now this isn't the complete build. This isn't the armor. This isn't the weapons. This is just the core modules. The power plant, the thrusters. And, I just overshot my landing pad. Gear down.
Lowering gear.
Power plant, thrusters, and coupling. Also the jump drive, maybe? I have to look at that.
Contact. Ship secured.
Let's see here, what have I got here? I've got to modify the power plant, power coupling, the thrusters, and the heatsink launchers. Right. Okay, let's see here. We need 6 conductive ceramics. Plenty of proto-heat radiators to play with, so that's perfect. Okay, we need 8 conductive ceramics. Done. 3 heat vanes. iMage, assuming the stream title means a low temperature ship build, you assume correctly. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be stealthy, but it ain't little. Watery Arbuzik. Hello, y'all. Howdy. Well, howdy. How you doing? Hope you had a good weekend.
Hello.
We need, let's see, people get heat vanes. iMage, I didn't think they added singularity drives to the game over the weekend. Not that I know. Be nice, though. Let's see here, I need, how many of these? 3. Perfect. Okay, I need a hybrid capacitor. There we go. I think I can part with some of this, this compound shielding. I think we're good. iMage found out the hard way. Prohibited items no longer show up in markets where they are illegal. Oh dear. Sanson, at 24%, someone would have to be about 500 to 600 meters away. Yep. That's why, when I'm running under just inertial thrust, well, no thrust, just when I give the thrusters a little bit of a boost, and then I go inertial, I'm sitting at around 14%. So I think that takes care of the manufactured materials. All I need now is data. We can work with that. Oh, I know there's an encoded data trader somewhere around here. See. Shoot, maybe I'm just too far away to spot it. I could have sworn there was an encoded trader nearby, though. We're in Luwanja. Okay, let's see. And hopefully I'm not dropping frames. Looks like I had a bit of a lag spike there, but, oh, man, that dropped hard, yeah. That's, yeah, I can't, this is the state of my internet. If I open up another page, then we run into trouble. Find nearest material trader, Luwanja system, search. Encoded, that is... Ray Gateway in the... Okay, I got it. Yep, Ray Gateway, I see it now. Iguandri. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Clear for egress.
Dang it. Thanks. Thanks, Jumpy. Try that again, properly. Actually, let's get in here. All right, let's do that again. Let's see here, Sanson. I was tinkering mine all morning, found out Steam and NVIDIA put out a lot of stuff that's great for streamers. It was killing me in the background. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm running into here. And IMH, yeah, those bugs are getting close to Narvik. Actually, they have bypassed us. Their closest approach was the BAL system, BHAL, I think it is. That was 64 light years away. Now they are 70, 71, something like that. So they've approached and they have passed. Desert Duda, there's still scout hunting missions in the Irandan system. I'm not sure. Haven't done much there lately. Well, I haven't done anything since Thursday's stream. But no, I go ahead and have a look there. See if they're oh, which station is that? Whichever Aegis megaship is there. Acropolis, I think. Desert Dude will be jumping on to check in a few. Alright. Jumpy Humpy Spider Acropolis left Erandon, I think, recently. Alright. Oh, thank you, Jumpy. Sanson, we can't assume they'll travel in a straight line. Never seen a bug do that. I don't know, they made a... Haven't you ever heard of making a beeline? Image. It might be a straight line from whatever dimension they're looking from. Oh, isn't that a fun idea? That just makes me think of shadow ships in B5, where they can just phase in and out at will. Don't need... Who needs jump gates when you just phase in? Actually, come to think of it, their ships kind of make sounds like the shadow ships do too, don't they? And also, come to think of it, the Chieftain kind of looks like a double Star Fury. Acropolis is currently in the Acinda system. That's close. That's close to Erandon. Image. Nothing like the Vorlons folding hyperspace pockets to live in. The Vorlons screwed up a lot of things. I saw Third Space. You know, every time the Vorlons mess something up, John Sheridan and a nuke are there to mess it back down. Budman, you need to add a rimshot sound effect. I'll get on that. Yeah, nuke 'em all Sheridan. What nobody ever, you know, brings to the rest of that argument is, it always works. Ghost Tracker 212, I'm late but I'm here. Hey! Hey, thank you so much for the sub and the donation. Very kind of you. So, yeah, here's your welcome to the Plank Owners Club, and here's your small cow, and, you know, use them wisely. Gear down.
Gear down.
Sanson, I've never understood why all the other aliens were so anti-WMD. They weren't. Not necessarily. I mean, the Vorlons had their planet killer, so they viewed nuclear weapons as... they viewed nuclear weapons as just really primitive and dirty. And, yeah, if you type in, Mr. Moo Space Cow, capital S... Of course, that would throw up the icon. There, capitalize the S. And, you've got a small cow. There you go. Jumpy, I cannot play Elite while watching your stream. Maximized window keeps stuttering like a buffer. What's wrong with my computer? Could be your connection. And yes, there's also the Hank No command. But that's for the $10 tier. Because I didn't have any place else to put it, to be honest, but... Hank, no! Hank, yes. But, yeah, the Vorlons, the Shadows, they just viewed nuclear weapons as dirty and inefficient. I mean, the Vorlons and the Shadows both had their planet killers. And that's pretty much WMD. The Minbari, they hated Sheridan because he used his nuke and, you know, trapped them in their own tactics. See, the Minbari, they liked to go after ships that were broadcasting distress calls during the Earth-Minbari War. Sheridan took advantage of that by broadcasting a fake distress call, and then when their flagship rolled in, he nuked 2 asteroids, and threw some stony buckshot their way, blew up their ship. Well, the Minbari immediately filed a grievance saying that it was dishonorable. John Sheridan has never, ever apologized for that, and he never will. Especially given that they like to go after ships broadcasting distress calls. Okay, I need abnormal compact and mission data. I need 4 of those.
Favorite blueprint ready. Thrusters clean drive tuning, G5.
Sanson, I remember I was about the only person in my group that actually watched it all. Black Omega, dishonorable? They were only trying to completely exterminate humanity. And I'm with Sanson. I know, right? Well, too bad. They came up against somebody who was a little bit more bastardly than they were when it came to a fight. Black Omega, I wonder if they would have been so brave if there were Warlock-class destroyers facing them down. I would really like to have seen the Warlock in action. Cracked industrial firm. I need 7 of those. That should work. Neurality, what show is this? I'm not familiar.
Favorite blueprint ready. Fragment cannon double shot, G3. Power distributor charge enhanced, G5.
And yeah, Sanson, the Marines taught me if it's a fair fight, you're doing it wrong. Yep, the fair fight should be somebody else's problem. And I need 1 security firmware patch, which I can get out of this divergent scan data. And yeah, Neurality, the show is Babylon 5. 90s sci-fi series, the special effects don't quite hold up, but that's alright, the story makes up for it. Season 1 was a little rocky, but afterwards, oh, it got good. Ghost Tracker, I've been watching your stuff whilst on my long expedition up to the Formidine Rift, right up to the edge of the galaxy. Ho ho! Then around the outer galactic arm, around the 3 kiloparsec bars, and back around the Perseus arm before returning. I've needed the fuel rats like 3 times so far. A good point to bring up right here, a good segue to mention. Need fuel out in the black? No stations or stars you can get fuel from? Call https://fuelrats.com. They have fuel. You don't. Any questions? Anyway, back to this Ghost Tracker. Damn, that is an ambitious trip you got planned. And glad we've been able to keep you company. You know, in a figurative sense. But no, the similarities between Elite Dangerous and Babylon 5 are starting to get a little eerie. Well, starting. They've been eerie for a while. iMage. Frequent rat use should get your friendly rat card to mark off. Oh, that'll be... Yeah, you can get a fuel rats like fuel card. They punch it every time they rescue you. If you get 12 punches, then they punch you. Yeah, 12th punch is free, pretty much. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
And then there was Space Above and Beyond. Good series, way, killed way before its time, but, a sci-fi series on Fox. The only series that I've seen that actually, I don't know what kind of material Seth MacFarlane has on them, but, that they've kept the Orville going is proof that, you actually can get a science fiction series on Fox for more than 2 seasons. Yes, I know there was Dollhouse, but I only call that 1.5 seasons. And damn it, Sanson, now I want a Hammerhead fighter. Can we launch Hammerheads from our ships, please? Marino, isn't Legion on Fox? Yeah, Legion's on FX. Which I think maybe... No, it's Fox without the O. Ghost Tracker, I've actually come up on the Perseus Arm. The amount of money I will make is insane. Also, all my rescues were actually materials rescues. They'd mine on the surface and I'd scoop it. Because I forgot my own SRV and kept running out of mats, and I'm clumsy. Oh, this makes sense. I actually haven't seen Legion, iMage. Need to get around to that at some point. I was just happy that, I was overjoyed that, The Expanse is back. Also, if anybody has seen the commercials for The Expanse recap with cats. So yeah, you must be... Well, so you need Rock Rat Rescue. That's what you need. So we've got the materials for the critical core components. So that's a good start. Ghost Tracker, I needed one in an equidistance between the bubble and Colonia. That was a 3-day rescue. Yeah. We've got to ship you an SRV or something. Does Space FedEx actually, ship SRVs? Just a big crate with a hyperdrive attached to it? Jumpy. Ugh, stations. Make way for larger vessels. I'm in a cutter, and the next biggest ship is a Cobra. Present thy larger vessel! Yeah. Sanson, I've only used y'all once, and that was my first day. Trying to get to Narvert and didn't realize the plotter will plot you as far as you want, regardless of fuel tank. So, yeah. If you look at the plotter now, it'll tell you how far you can go with fuel because of the solid line. Ghost Tracker, suddenly Type 9. Nope, cutter's still bigger. Type 10 might be bigger, but I'm not sure. iMage, latest size comparison video has some bugs for scale. Ooh, I'll have to take a look at that. I haven't seen since they, since that video put in stations. Alright, coming in a little hot, we're gonna shave off some speed here and thread the needle between the rings. 75%?
75%, sir.
Jumpy, I consider the cutter to be the biggest ship in the game. The Beluga has those stupid extensions to make it look bigger. Yeah. Actually, there was an old, Discovery Channel miniseries called Carrier, Fortress at Sea. And the captain of the USS Carl Vinson was bringing up the difference between size and dimensions. And that the Carl Vinson was a heavier ship. It was more massive. Abraham Lincoln was 15 feet longer than the Carl Vinson because it had a small extension to the flight deck out past Catapult 1. So, technically, the Abraham Lincoln was a longer ship, but Carl Vinson was the bigger ship. If a cutter's anywhere near the difficulty of landing a Beluga, I never want to fly one. Oh, they aren't too bad, Ghost Tracker. They have a lot of momentum to them. A Beluga isn't so, well, okay, to me a Beluga does feel more difficult to land. The cutter feels a little bit better, but that's entirely subjective. Sanson, I want those NPCs to actually follow the rules and pass the bigger ship on the left. NPCs following the rules? Ha ha ha, you must be new here. Yeah, that'll happen sometime between never and haha no.
Lakon Kilo Yankee Lima. This is flight control. Please note that access to the station is by authorization only.
Gret just got interdicted by a Type 10 in my combat cutter. He didn't like it very much. He didn't like it for the rest of his life. Gear down.
Lowering gear.
Respond to aggressive actions. For peace of mind, please stoke ship weapons while inside the docking bay.
Dang it. There we go. Boost score. Don't try to turn in a cutter, it won't respond until too late. Having said that, I'm used to the Chieftain. I may be biased on maneuverability. Oh, yeah. I'm about to switch out to a Federal gunship. Let's talk about maneuverability bias. So yeah, we're going to take the Astro train, and we're going to reformat him a bit. Jumpy, Wolheim and Baranecki Vision have cutter-sized dents, or I didn't slow down enough. The Dockmaster would like to remind you to always replace your divot. Gret, you guys don't complain about the cutter when I'm with you in a Haz-Res. I do. Ah, the majestic space whale. So we're gonna flip this around a little bit. We're gonna get... Yeah, I did buy a few extra just in case. Gret, that's it. I'm unsubscribing. Alright, we'll stop cutter shaming. I mean, come on, here I am about to fly in this, and I'm, you know, you gotta embrace the size. Embrace the heft. You know, actually, select the weapon. And the transfer options. Embrace the size. How's that chat-up line going for you, Mr. Moo? I could tell you, but then I'd be violating some TOS. Anyway, moving right along. Boo score, not cutter shaming. I'm merely stating the fact that I have yet to tame the mighty beast. Ghost Tracker, want the space whale to slide into your mail slot? iMage, the original series? Yes. Took his head clean off. Alright, so the little rails go into storage. Jumpy, is this stream supposed to be PG or question mark? Yes, question mark. We try to keep it around 16. Delta Fire Dragon, hey there, how you doing? Mine, please. I don't need incendiary, but I am going to put one of these on anyway. Not have the equipment I need here. That's all right. We can work with this. That was the old engineering anyway, so I was going to have to move it anyway. Vera, just a bit late. Did I miss anything? Nope. Nope, nothing missed. You missed me going and picking up some materials and things here and there. iMage, some drops in audio here and there. Alright, keep monitoring that one. That could just be... that could be me. Like, that could be on my end with my audio setup rather than my bit rate at the moment. Ghost Tracker, how many ships do you have? I know you have at least 4. Yeah, I've got... Let's pull up the list here. 27 in storage here, and 2 more elsewhere. So I've got 29... I've got 30 ships. The one I'm in, 27 in storage, 28, 29 out here. Still got to get Badassosaurus Rex modified up too, but Astrotrain seems more fun at the moment. Well, I've got crazy ships. Like, I've got this engineered hauler. Why? You know. Reasons. So now comes the fun of... Now comes the fun of actually getting this thing set up for flight. Why? Because why not? Exactly. Jumpy, here I am with 12 ships in total. Well, really, once you get past a half dozen, you're really... Now you're just an obsessive collector. Alright, I need... Sanson, because we no balls you into seeing how crazy it can be. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right, that reminds me. Gret, we all know which ship you don't have. Yes, yes you do. Sanson, I'm still waiting on that. If I hit 40 sub points, if I hit 40 sub points, I will build the ultimate engineered King of Keelbacks. I don't think I'll ever hit 40 sub points, so I'm safe. That's my plan, and I am sticking to it. In the meantime, let's go back to this thing and make sure I've got my jump drive set up properly. FSD, show the modifications. Yeah, this is grade 5, alright. Military grade composite bulkheads, okay. Power distributor needs work, right? Sensors. I can reduce the sensors. Okay, let's go hit up Sterling Prospect here. So, now we get to do a high G landing in a ship with no shields. That I'm unused to. Woohoo! Verid, I finally traded in the T7 for a Python. Now I have Chief Pissed Off Bumblebee and a Python named the Yellow Jacket. Nice. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Delta Fire Dragon, if you get enough subs, you would do the Lakon attempt? Yes, I would. Yep, that's the plan. Sanson, I was staring at that Python at Glidden all morning when I was tweaking my graphics. Haha. Well, there's worse things to look at. Northema, I need to wait till the end of the year, then I upgrade or buy a new PC so I can play better FPS. Yeah, I nearly pulled the trigger on a 1080 Ti this weekend. Because right now I'm just running a 1070 with a little bit of an overclock on. But I figured this is I don't know if this is good thinking or bad. But, you know, wondering what's going to happen when the 11 series comes out this July, or thereabouts. Is that going to bring down the price on the 1080 any, or is it just going to jack it up even higher? Well, let's find out. Neurality, the game runs solid on my 960. Yeah, the Elite can run solid on a lot of stuff, but when you start throwing in streaming, and also I've got a VR headset, so and I'd like to run a VR stream at some point, but that's after I get my my head corrected. Delta Fire Dragon, my nickname for the referred ship in question, the Lakon attempt. It's a good name, I like it. It's like the Soviet tank names, Object 264. Jumpy Humpy Spider use a 1070 at max settings at 60 FPS V-synced. Nice. Ghost Tracker Tanks? I play World of Tanks. I don't play World of Tanks, I'm just a fan of big armor. Find me a parking spot. Okay, brakes, please kick in. Oh, the P-1500 monster. So Ghost Tracker, there's a great book written by Zach Parsons, if you're unfamiliar with it. It's called My Tank is Fight. You should have a look at that, it's a pretty good book. Gear down? Gear down.
Gear. The gear is down and locked.
I took 2% off. I'll take it.
Contact, engines disengaged.
iMage, any relation to Jack Parsons of JPL infamy? Doubtful. Ghost Tracker, deranged inventions of World War II. Oh yes. Oh yes. All the fun toys. Also Ghost Tracker for somewhat related. If you can find a blog written by an organic, I think he's an organic chemist, called Things I Won't Work With. Where else can you find a passage if you need to mix up a batch of Satan's kimchi? Because that, yeah, was it dioxygen difluoride? Bibliophilus, 1080 Ti with overclock and manage Elite in VR with 150 to 200% DSR on max, but it does struggle a bit. Yeah, I don't need absolute max settings, just good enough. Good enough to run, you know, stream and have video that doesn't look like terrible. Ah, Gret, thank you. Yes, the Things I Won't Work With blog. And Jumpy, I've wondered if I should OC my GPU. Might just use the standard OC. I am running... Oh god, what am I running? I'm running a 100 megahertz boost on the GPU clock and a 400 megahertz boost on the memory clock. Seems to be working just fine so far, knock on wood. Don't need this. We'll go with some very rudimentary shields so I don't, you know, ricochet my butt off the landing pad anymore. Little things. Sanson, you smell smoke yet? Nope. Nope, it's doing good. It's doing good. It was the processor overclock that was screwing with me. Keep the module reinforcement. Alright. Got the fuel scoop. Trying to think here. Ah, sensors. Let's lighten this up a little bit just so we can get some more jump range out of the sucker. Galaxy map.
Displaying map.
Yeah, pretty much, Verid. Bump shields. That is exactly what these things are. Okay, now, who do I talk to about some of this equipment? Actually, there's a few of these ships I could fly out and do some different modifications on. Let's be smart about this, actually. Let's be smart. I need 6 C-Biweaves, a 6A power plant, 6A thrusters, and a 7A power coupling. Okay, 6 power plant, 6 thrusters, 7 power coupling. Couldn't Akonda carry those? Lights on?
Lights on.
Gear up.
Landing gear raised.
Aye, Mage. Most people just need to remember milk from the store. Well, you've seen my milk runs. That milk goes bad in a hurry.
Your kind words are appreciated!
Ghost Tracker, thank you so much for the 821 donation there. So might as well do a public one. Sorry, it's an odd number. I have reasons. Odd number, even number, whatever. Thank you so much for it. It's always appreciated. But yeah, my milk runs, they can go bad in a hurry. Let's just go vertical and get clear of the gravity well, and then we'll hit the station. And did I say 812? I meant 821. I don't have dyscalculia, I just have bad eyes. But that's getting corrected. And soon. So, yeah, things are going to be going a little bit screwy on the schedule, just so everybody knows, because I'm going to be probably out of action. I'm going to be out of action for a week. Hopefully less, but most likely a week. A week of audiobooks in darkness? Yeah, pretty much. Desert Dude, take care of yourself first. We'll be around when you get better. Oh, thank you so much for that. Ghost Tracker, I'll be sure to host up somebody else. They'll take care of everybody. Okay, so I need 6A thrusters, 6A power plant, and 6A power cup. No, 7A power coupling. Assuming nothing goes bad.
Landing permitted. Adjust heading for approach to pad 03.
Copy 03. Don't worry, Moo, the spider will look after everybody. Oh, good. Spider Bob, Spider Bob. Helps the Moochan do his job. Gear down.
Lowering landing gear.
Gret, what happens if I'm scared of spiders? And don't worry, he can't bite you through his little spacesuit. Friendly neighborhood Spider Bob.
Landing complete. Commence system shutdown.
Sanson, surprised they're doing both at the same time. Most docs I've talked to only do one at a time. Yeah, the alignment on both of them is off. Go ahead and say it, because yeah, I apparently have taken one too many blows to the head. So yeah, they're just gonna go in and direct everything straight with a little bit of, you know, keep my field of view with a little bit of steering in case I need to, you know, turn my head or something. The big problem, the big thing that's going to be an issue for me is actually, I may actually need a little bit of PT in order to get my head back to straight. Because, oh, what is this called? Let me look this up real quick. Something fourth nerve palsy. Anyway, something fourth nerve palsy or fourth nerve, and it means that to line up my eyes properly, it could be trochlear. It's one of those two. But yeah, to line up my eyes properly, my neck and head have tilted to the left by about 20 degrees. And I've never really noticed it because, well, everything was looking straight and fine. But anybody that tells me to hold my head up straight, I try to tip back to what everybody else considers normal and lined up, and I start getting double vision. Well, I picked up a Vive, and I started recording myself just to see what would happen for a VR stream, and holy crap, the tilt! This is no good. I mean, I can either get my eyes fixed or I can ask all my viewers to stick half their monitor up on a brick. And that just doesn't seem terribly, effective. Let's see here. What is the power coupling on this thing? This thing can hold a Class 8 power coupling. Okay. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Ghost Tracker, I can donate bricks. Well, let's not. Let's go with something else for right now. So just to speed this up a little bit so we aren't flying everywhere in, well, this. This is just the core internals. We can work with this. This is a grade 5 dirty drive tune, but it's not the greatest. Commander Riverrat puts a Type 9 under the monitor. Well done! Black Omega, use a keelback. The thing has to be good for something. You found it! You have found the proper use of a keelback. I'm not sure whether to congratulate you or offer condolences. Alright, so we're going to take the Bifrost, and we're going to throw these modules into that, because then, you know, we can get there in 3 jumps instead of 20. Congratulations! I like it. Got a nice ring to it. Yeah, that works. Leandra, you can put over 4,000 armor on a keelback with full frags and low emissions. Still get a 27 light-year jump range. A stealth keelback could be a thing. It could be. That's one of the ideas I'm entertaining for if I get the super keelback build. Sanson, viral palsy, one eye stayed open for almost a year. Took a long time to get back to normal. Oh, you have my sympathies there. Ghost Tracker, I considered getting a keelback over the T6, then compared the two and thought, what's the point? That's my point exactly. The keelback is... it's a why. It's slower, less maneuverable, doesn't carry as much. You know, oh, it carries 2 medium hardpoints and 2 small. Yeah, because that's a rare thing, isn't it? Galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
So who builds the class, the grade 5 power plants? And just one moment, I have to take this. False alarm, I do not have to take this. Stupid telemarketers. Urgh. Okay, engineers. G5 power plant. Hera Tani. So I need the Dweller. I need Hera Tani, and I need, whoever it is that does, oh, duh. Professor Palin. Booskor has a fighter bay, yeah. Keelback does have a fighter bay, and that's what makes it the most effective during combat. It's true. Black Omega, has anyone seen the new Cold Waters expansion? They made a dang nice Seawolf. I did. I've been watching Jive Turkey's streams on that. Well, Desert Dude, telemarketers are people that need to make money too, I get that, but this was a recording. So, screw that noise. Orion, Project Blackbody, yes, we are making a stealth gunship. Ghost Tracker, have you heard of Galanshire? Covers everything up to and including being caught in a supernova. Sanson, Cold Water, Subsim, yes, a very good one too. I played Silent Hunter for years. You'd like Cold Waters then, I think. Gear up. Lights on.
Lights on.
Let's get it right. 6 jumps to Maya. Gear up.
Retracting landing.
That's better. Set 2-1.
All power to engines.
Leandra, does stealth work any better now than it used to? Mostly I'm putting this together as a thought experiment to see if I could make something kind of like the Chieftain, only stealthier, with a fighter bay. Ghost Tracker, does anyone know why I'm having issues destination plotting between the stem of the Perseus arm and the bend? Navicomp won't let me. You could be going through a restricted zone. I'm still pulling 53 light years in this thing. Good grief, this is an insane ship. Yeah, Leandra, mostly this is a thought experiment and another kinda PvP-ish build for testing in the future. I've got some fun ideas on this thing. So in the same vein as describing what I was doing with the Chieftain, here's what this stealth ship is going to be, and I don't have a name for it yet. Right now I'm just mounting this equipment on the Astro Train. So what's going to be going on here is one Class 3 pacifier frag cannon running the dazzle shells. So this thing is going to be stealth and running dazzle shells. 4 Class 2 plasma accelerators. One of them will be running the target lock breaker. The other 3 will be running dispersal fields. So that'll screw with turrets, gimbals, etc. So target lock breaker, turret screwing with, and the dazzle shells to lower their sensor acuity on a stealth vessel. And then the 2 frag cannons, 2 Class 1 frag cannons, one of them is going to be running drag drive or drag rounds, and the other one is going to be running corrosives. I figure if I shoot something with its shields down, and those corrosive rounds hit, and then I hit with quadruple PAs, I figure I am going to do very, very bad things to their hull, and I may in fact hurt some feelings on this thing. You know, and that's not counting the fighter I'll be deploying as well. Moo score. I just realized Moo is some sort of evil genius. This was again another collaborative project with the same guy that helped me on the AX fighter, the AX build for my cutter. and the chieftain. I mean, together we put together some pretty evil ideas. I will say that. But also for those who do play PvP, you're basically making the Neo ship able to dodge bullets. Oh no, that's why I'm giving it a lot of armor too. Ghost Tracker, anyone know of a restricted area on the Perseus arm? EDSM would have a list of all the restricted sectors. I'm not sure off the top of my head. But no, I'm giving this thing armor because it won't be dodging all the bullets. But no, for those who PvP, and I don't PvP all that much, I want to get some more practice in, but Little Bird told me, and this is good advice, this is, forget the technical details of PvP, forget the statistics, forget armor versus DPS versus corrosive versus whatever. Think about the psychology of it. Don't go for the power plant. Take out life support. When that 5-minute countdown starts, or when that countdown timer starts, most people don't A-rate their life support. Unless your target is a hardcore PvPer, they may very well panic. That's why I went with the A-rated life support on my chieftain. Jumpy, if Mr. Moo is Brain, who's Pinky? That'd be Hank. But no, I had a very hardcore PvPer talk to me about this. We've done some builds together, and his advice is don't go for the power plant. Go for life support. Let's see here, Leandra, I've never understood that. What's the difference between a life support and cockpit canopy? I'm not entirely sure, but either way, if you blow out the canopy, then they immediately go to life support. If you you go to the suit. If you blow out life support, you go to the same thing. You go into the countdown. Jumpy, you cannot target the canopy. Well, the canopy can get blown out. Oh, you're saying that the canopy and the life support are the same thing. I think that's the way it goes. So when life support goes down to 0, then the canopy blows out, and then you're on your, Either way, though. Either way, Leandra, basically, if you blow out life support, then it puts them on the countdown. Blow out the canopy, puts them on the countdown. Either way, target panics. All the better if you blow out their canopy and they lose their HUD as well. So all they're going by is the sensors, well, you've just blown out their sensors. So I don't know the exact specifics of it, I just know that either one, or both, will put your opponent on countdown. Man with an accent. I find speed and mines are a good mix. Run away, and when they chase you, drop mines. I made a fortune doing this in PvE and PvP. Alright. Delta Fire Dragon, I'll be going. Alright, take care, have a good day. Hope to see you again soon. Jumpy, you're scary. You do know that, right? I'm not scary. That's just a... That's just an ugly rumor invented by the people who tremble before me. Three-quarter impulse.
Three-quarter impulse engaging.
I mean, now, saying all of this, I'm not very good at PvP. I'll lay that out there. I've never made any kind of, you know, I've never made any kind of production other than that. I'm bad at PvP. I'd like to get some more practice in, but, well, I'm sure it'll get there. I know that, oh, dang. I don't have the Discord up right now. But I know there was some talk of getting some PvP going in here. You know, on the Errantry Alliance server. That way we, you know, it's a little bit more controlled circumstances. Sanson, his soothing talking to his victims as he blasts them. It's a gentle passing. And now you remind me of Tarn. And for those who know me, know that I'm a big fan of the IDW Transformers comics. Tarn, a leader of the Decepticon Justice Division. Basically Megatron's secret police. And Tarn has the special ability that he can talk his enemies to death. Just the way he manipulates and modulates his voice, he can coax the listener's spark into giving up. Occasionally explosive. Jumpy, sounds like my ex. I'll leave that to you. Gret, is there no way to distinguish the type of material trader you're looking for on EDDB? On EDDB, I don't know. That's Inara is where I've had to go to search it out.
That's a negative.
Falcon, Delacy, Kilo, Yankee, Lima, Heavy. Automated flight control protocol initiated. Please submit a request prior to landing. Docking permission authorized. You may proceed to landing.
Ghost Tracker, there's more permit systems out there. I want to say there's at least a half dozen. Gear down?
Down and locked.
Unless you're talking about just those ones in the arm that you may be running through. Ghost Tracker, also found I'm like the 1% of players who are professional rated in CQC. Yeah, CQC is... I want to like it, but it's tough. Fun in VR. Alright, Ishi. Let's see what you got. Eli isn't being a snarker. He's being... Eli. Okay, I needed this. Oh, I didn't know that, Ghost Tracker. Very welcoming to those who want to join. On Xbox, there's CQC Tuesdays and Saturdays. Fun to just hang out in the parties. Oh, neat. Alright. And experimental effect, we need drag drives. So now we need the Dweller and Heratani. Hera, you are 407 light years away. The Dweller. You are 392 light years away. But you're still closer. Good grief, it's only 8 jumps. Imagine pulling this off in the gunship. Gear up.
Landing gear neutral.
Released. Departure authorized.
Oh boy. Because yeah, boosting an Anaconda to 368 isn't insane at all.
Automated flight control protocol now offline.
Oh, this thing is gonna run cold. Gret, cutter boosts to 423 now? Yeah. It's a freight train. Black Omega, yes. The majestic space whale. That's true. And no, that's not size-shaming the thing. Whales are very majestic creatures. Says so right there. Comms panel. Sonson, how in the Lord does that work? It works in that the Pilots Federation basically has remote backdoor access to everybody's Navicom. They have total control of the Navicomputer because the Pilots Federation controls... They basically do all of the information. Galnet is based on Pilots Federation tech. Well, I think we just found our, a PvP volunteer. No, I kid, we won't do that. iMage, the thing that gets me in ship design in any sci-fi, and it's always ignored. Once you have control of gravity, you really don't need things looking like rockets anymore. It depends. I mean, I see what you mean. But it depends on if you want to do... I mean, it depends on how efficient that gravity control is. I mean, if you can just make a shape that, you know, does the work passively, like an airfoil, you know, why do anything with, you know, that requires active power? But yeah, there's no anti-gravity in Elite. So in that case, it's just really, really powerful thrusters, basically. Or maybe it's angling and shaping the shields. I know there's been mention in other sci-fi of using the shields to create an artificial airfoil. Or an energy-based airfoil. Three jumps out. Incredible machine. Varrett, I think Voyager did that with the shields. I think so. I think they did that with the Bounty in Star Trek IV as well. Black Omega, Anaconda looks like it would have horizontally aligned decks. Oh, you mean like in The Expanse? Or in Battletech? That's another one. Just do a turn and flip and do a braking burn at 1G. Yeah, you still need mag boots, and right now ships can only land on airless, so no need for any airfoils. Yeah, so right now it's all just brute force thrusters at the moment. iMage says, most of the decks should have walls that double as floors. I can see that. I can see that. But no, as to ask about the permit systems, the Pilots Federation has lockouts. They can do remote permitting and remote lockouts. That's how Beta and Gamma were basically described, in that all the pilots, we were beta testing the FSD. That's the in-game lore. And they had ways to deactivate and lock out our Navicomps. iMage, with all those mag boots, better hope memory isn't magnetic storage anymore. Why? You step on a hard drive and it's, you know, magnetic or not, your boots are still going to damage it. iMage, one of the big unspoken things in game, how everyone is being watched all the time no matter where you are. Yeah, it's basically a hyperspace transponder. And somewhere, I'm imagining down in, you know, under a continent on, you know, Shinrarta Dezhra, there's actually some massive command center with starships being tracked by their hyperspace transponders. Black Omega says we are all puppets of the club. You know, it's funny saying that, given that Black Omega Squadron belonged to the Psi Corps in B5. Oh, maybe it's not hypocrisy. Maybe it's just helpful advice from the Master. Black Omega 9. The Black Omega Star Furies were awesome. Funny how bad guys always have cool stuff. The Black Omega Star Furies, as far as I know, were no different than the regular Star Fury. Just had an Omega paint job. Or is there something I was missing about them?
Kilo Yankee Lima Heavy. Automated flight control protocol initiated. Please submit a request prior to landing.
Or when atmospheric planets come, we get a deluge of new ships. I could go for that, Sanson. My body is ready for the crate. Gear down?
The gear is down and locked.
Okay, we are coming in a little hot here. We are going to hit the surface. Nope, never mind. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. We're all fine. Ghost tracker like dropships? That'd be kind of interesting. iMage, hoping they allow for massive exhaust clouds on takeoff from atmospheric worlds. Well, you'd almost have to. Alright, Dweller. Let's talk. I want charge enhanced. And we have a minor problem. We need cluster capacity, right? Store more energy? No, we need super conduits. It takes care of that part. Close enough. This'll work. Leandra, if you're thinking you're running multiple PAs, maybe weapon focused, not like you need a lot of power and system. No, I need power and system as well. I am going to be running shields on this thing. Okay, what am I missing now? I need the... I need the power plant. Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
Eratani. $297 light years away. And Leandra, I'm gonna be running. I've run the numbers on this, and unless I did something really, really stupid, I should be able to fire off all 4 plasmas on this thing with fair regularity. Gear up.
Retracting.
Ship released. Departure authorized.
Gret just got my shield health to 2400 with Lee Chung. Nice. That will block a few incoming shots. Sanson, that's here. Going back through here. I just about bet atmospheric entry and exit will burn a ton of fuel, or it should. I'm not sure if it would. Atmospheric entry, you're actually using less fuel than when you go in on a high-G world, because the atmosphere is slowing you down. And given the escape velocity in this thing... I mean, what, 350 meters per second? You aren't running into a whole lot of air resistance, all things considered. Master 10 unlurking, welcome back! Done with work, glad to hear it. We are poking around, just getting modules. I threw all the modules that I need to modify on this Anaconda, so we can actually get, you know, fooling around, get things upgraded while we're still young. Oh, while we're here, actually. Who does heat sinks? Ram-Ta. Alright. Well, glad I unlocked him. Mondakanda. Where is Ram-Ta from here? And Waratah lurks. Oh! Alright, let's go to Mean first and we'll go talk to Ram-Ta. Let's go to Mean and pick the proper planet, and then we'll go talk to Ram-Ta. Leandra, if you don't mind my asking, why run with shields on a stealth build? If you go dark, they'll be put offline. This is a passive stealth build. This, according to my calculations, my temperature should be down below 20%. Hungover Herald, did I miss much of the stream? Yeah, we've been going since about noon. Not getting alerts for some reason, sorry to hear it. Mostly we've been just talking about this ship build I'm running. I'm just muling parts right now. Hungover Herald is a new build. Yep, I'm going to be building a stealth gunship based on my chieftain build. Few changes, few modifications here and there, but still with the potential to make somebody want to throw their computer off a balcony. So, you know, the fun stuff. And this is right now. We're just doing the core components and the power. No, not the power distributor. The core components and the heatsink launchers. Which, if we're going to do heatsink launchers, I had best put heatsinks on this thing. At least more than the one launcher I've got. Right, important things. So let's load up EDDB. Verret, crap, I realized I have to do my taxes tonight. Yay! Ah, fully stock in the mean system. Excellent. Yeah, taxes. But, well, they need doing. Sanson, when he goes silent with heat sinks, he goes background radiation cold. According to my calculations... According to my calculations, this thing can actually stay in stealth mode for at least 10 minutes. At least. And that is if I am in active, you know, full-on silent running. So this thing has multiple ways to disappear. Ghost Tracker just flew into a star. Well, that's no good. Stop doing that. Hurts. Leandra, unless someone hits you with emissive munitions. True. But that's the risk I'll have to take. Well, that's also why I have shields. Because I can't count on... You know, I can't count on this thing keeping me safe all the time. So I'm trying to double up. I'm going to have hull armor, I'm going to have stealth, I'm going to have shields. They're going to be low power shields. But, you know, well, something's a little bit better than nothing. That's also why they are bi-weaves, because I want these things to charge fast. Sanson, if you come across something you can't kill, you hide and kill them with boredom. If I run across something I can't kill, I have done something very different. I have done something very wrong. Sounds interesting. Looking forward to the space trials. Yeah, you and me both. But no, I can't take all the credit on this. I worked with Commander Blackbeard on this. Ghost Tracker, how's Beetlejuice pronounced? It's pronounced like Beetlejuice.
services are prepped for your arrival. Greetings, Commander. Landing authorized. Assigned to landing pad 3-2.
Copy 3-2. Yep, Ghost Tracker, you got it. Beetlejuice. Gear down.
Gear down and slowing.
Leandra, just bought a gunship the other day, so I might borrow some of your ideas. I'll post the whole build. I'll post that on the ship builds chat. Hungover Herald, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Desert Dude reminds me I keep ignoring the federal rank-up missions. Gotta get on that. And Sanson, what are the shields on your chief now? The shields on my chieftain are still only like 495. I think. Not... They aren't the most... They aren't the highest, They aren't the highest in terms of megajoules. But, yeah, let me... When I get back to Narvert, I will load up the... I'll load up the spec on it. Yeah, I got one heatsink launcher on here. I need a few more. And what the hell, if we can get another one, we're good. Yeah, the shield strength on mine, I'm running... Okay, grade 5... Or... 1 second while I get out of the dock. Let me see if I can go by this from memory. Gear up. Alex Churmich, hello there. Bit of a bonk. Okay, Sanson, off the top of my head, I'm running Class 6 C biweaves. They're running grade 5 thermal resistance. And on top of that, they're running thermal block for a special effect. Then I'm running 4 shield boosters. No shield cell banks, just 4 Class A shield boosters. One is heavy duty, with more heavy duty on top. One is thermal resistant, with more thermal resistance. And the other 2 are resistance augment, with faster recharge. That's what I'm running on my shields. Hoping there was a magical way to break 1,000. Yeah, if you do heavy-duty shield boosters, you could probably do it. And, Alicors, I do believe your Heyo is up and running. At least it wasn't another black box boop.
Hello.
It appears that poor Gret's attempts to embarrass me have led to a, rather ironically embarrassing implementation of the Streisand effect. I'd say we're even. No, I agree. I agree we're even. But no, Sanson, you could get them over 1,000, but then you'd lose... probably have to lose a lot of the resistances on them. And then, in which case, I mean... I'd have to run the numbers. I think my shields are generally tougher than straight-up 1,000-point shields. I don't have the full numbers in front of me, but... Well, now I'm gonna have to screenshot when we get home. Oh well. Orion Frost, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Hope you enjoy your stay. Olopacete by the crazy. It keeps you warm. Gret, I think they mean plankton. Leandra, you can get bi-weaves to around 1,300 megajoules with reinforced high cap and 4 HD boosters, but lasers would go right through them. Yeah, that's the downside. Hello, Yuki. What are you looking at? Master 10, Gret and Moo, you guys are even. For now. Oh, yes. There's always the future. And Leandra, I agree. With shields, you have to look for effective strength rather than raw strength. Which is raw strength modified with resistance. Finding the balance is the key to a good build, yeah. Sanson, I run mainly multi-cannons trying to get off of lasers. So I think I'm avoiding a lot of heat already. Oh no, that's not the problem. Leandra means incoming fire. Incoming lasers will just go right through your shields. We're only 60 clicks up, but we're 160 clicks away. Right, let's see if we can't extend this glide a little bit. Close enough. And please, don't put me underneath another set of girders.
Falcon Delacy, Kilo, Yankee, Lima, Heavy, Flight Control, online. Welcome, Commander. Request...
Sanson, I completely misunderstand how lasers and projectiles work against your armor and heat generation.
Proceed to landing pad
No, you only get heat generated if you are hit by like a plasma cannon or by lasers that are engineered to transfer heat. Otherwise, the deal is that shields just have higher resistances versus kinetic attacks, but they are weak against lasers. So and lasers are naturally weaker against hull, but bullets and kinetic works better against them. So finding a balance on the lasers where if you can, or on the shields, where you can resist that thermal damage, you know, bring up the resistances on the thermal so much better, then you've got much tougher shields. And then if you can have it resist kinetic and explosive beyond what it normally does, then then you've got shields that are just that much. They don't have the raw numbers, but they are just harder to knock down. Alicor's, is voice attack not performing tonight? No, sometimes I just go, well, since I was chatting there, it was easier for me to turn my head and manually manipulate the controls. Interesting. All right, I see how this works. So I'm actually going to have to come back here and modify the heat sinks again. You need multiple rolls in order to get up to the boosting the ammo. I was unaware of this. Alright, we're good. This'll work for here. So now we go talk to Hera. Sanson, so for a Thargoid I'd want that 1300 megajoules for PvE, more balanced like your build. Yeah, pretty much. You've got the size, you've got the measure of it right there. Alright, Hera, where are you at? So this will get my power plant down to grade 5. Grade 5 low emissions. Set to 1.
Power to engines.
Gear up.
Landing gear
Takeoff procedure complete. Clear for departure.
Sanson, I know prismatics are faction locked. Are bi-weaves also? No. Bi-weaves are available to all. But if you want raw megajoules, go for A-rated rather than the, excuse me, rather than the bi-weaves. At least that's my take on it.
Flight control now offline.
If you just want maximum megajoules, then yeah, go for the A-rated if you don't have access to the prismatics. Hank, what in the hell have you been up to? There is a claw sticking out of the filing cabinet. Gret, people only remember me destroying the black box, but ignore the fact that both of my wingmates forgot to bring cargo space. I know, it's strange. It's like how when you clip some guy who says he'd only fly keelbacks, when he really talks about how much he likes the Chieftain. Tell you what, people are just bad about context, aren't they? But no, this is a metal filing cabinet, and there is currently a claw sticking out of a divot in it. Okay, Hank may be the cutest little xenomorph ever. Alicors, Nightbot is slow tonight? Yeah, it's... Everything feels a little slow tonight, internet-wise. Not sure why. How bad is the pixelation? I dropped the bitrate down a little bit to try to help out folks with worse connections. Not sure, you know, has anybody noticed any degradation on the image? Alicor's quality is fine. Alright, good. Good. So I seem to have got things somewhat taken care of here. Master 10, a little grainy, but fine. Leandra, fine for me too. Alright. Verid, not here, but I'm watching the transcode at 480. Booscore, Gret, in my defense, you could have fit my ship inside your ship. It's starships all the way down. Shipception. So I was hoping to get more ammo in those heat sinks. Obviously I misjudged how you get more ammo in the heat sinks. So that's alright. We'll just go with basically stock heat sinks for now. Excuse me. $75%.
75%.
Leandra, since you can synthesize heatsink ammo, I found extra ammo to be less useful than it was. You can, but it's expensive. At least it used to be. I don't know. Let's have a look here. Yeah, you need basic conductors and heat conduction wiring. And I have 0 of both of those. So unless you can find a material trader before you set out... Sanson, Moose, since you have connections at Frontier, since when? Well, I mean, Oh, okay, I can see what you mean by that. You need to recommend if any player-controlled ship can fit into another's cargo hold, it should be allowed. As it is said, so shall it be written. Now I need a big furry hat. Alicors, hey Moo, on Friday is my 3-month anniversary. Aw, that's sweet. They're both grade 1 materials, though? They are? Didn't think they were. But no, Alicors, that's great. Damn. I almost feel like a professional streamer. And no, I meant that. I knew what you meant. Damn, what's this sense of accomplishment I feel?
Fine.
Falcon, Delay Kilo, Yankee, Lima, Heavy. Automated flight control protocol initiated. Please submit a request prior to landing. Docking permission denied.
The way I heard it was like a marriage thing, well, kinda sorta. It's a commitment. Gear down.
Wheels down, it's safe to land. Unless you're ground crew. And then I'd say, run!
I have not crashed into the landing pad in quite some time. Thank you very much, Eli. Crew command roster.
Docking procedure completed. Ship
Crewman Alex.
Greetings, Commander.
Standing by.
Your first officer.
Acknowledged.
Crewman Eli.
Awaiting orders.
You're on tactical.
Yes, Your Eminence.
That is all.
Thank you, Commander. Standing by.
Alicors, yeah, I gave it a second. I was like 1/10 of a click out of range, and then I just went and resubmitted, and then it gave me a pad. With enough brute force, I'm sure we could fit a chieftain in there. That'd be a surprise for any would-be attackers. If we could put folding wings on a chieftain, that'd be neat. Hungover Herald, parking in that thing looks fun considering I'm still floating around in the Sidewinder. Yes. Fun. Let's go with that word. Get used to that sound, folks. You're going to be hearing it a lot. There. It's done. Yep, just a little bit off. I will take it and be happy with that. Oh, no thermal spread for icing on the cake, you know? That's right, I was going to go for that. Do I have enough? Nope, I am short on vanadium. I'm short here. That's alright. We'll fly back and we'll get some more icing on this cake. I'm not sure if I should go for thermal or monstered. So I think I just wanted to let it go, throw it into the gunship and see what happens.
Ship released. Departure authorized.
Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Yeah, we'll see how this looks on the, Yeah, low emissions drops the power by a fair bit. Yeah, so I wasn't sure whether I wanted to go for thermal spread, just to ice it a little bit more, or if I wanted to go for monstered and bring the power back up just a little bit. Karumba, good evening. Pull up a seat. Hope you had a good weekend. Yeah, we'll see how this works on the gunship, and see what modifications we need to make from here on. I know we're going to need low-powered shields. That one's pretty much a given. Oop. Wrong one. Weekend was good, and Monday ruined it. Fair enough. Admiral Beldraco 07, hey, how you doing? No, I wanted a hyperspace jump, not a drop. Booskor, I have questions. Well, I've got blank stares. What do you got? Admiral Beldraco, I'm good, and you? Oh. Pretty much the same as Karumba. Good weekend. Monday kinda wrecked it. On the other hand, I'm doing this for my job, so, you know. Booskor, when it comes to armor, specifically military-grade composites, is it not possible to put that on my Conda and mule it over to Selene? No, I'm afraid not. The armor is Starship hull specific. That's why you can only pick up the armoring for that ship if it's sold there. For instance, if you have a Cobra 3 at this station, or if the station sells Cobra 3s, you can only pick up the armor for a Cobra 3 there if it's in the shipyard. But no, you can't put Cobra-shaped armor on a Chieftain, or Fer-de-Lance-shaped armor on a Conda. Admiral Beldraco, what's Black Body? Black Body is stealth. It's a perfect thermal emitter, basically. Leandra, it would be funny to see a Cobra 3 flying through space with a Conda-shaped hull. Yes, and then you can eject the armor and you just send out a cloud of shrapnel. Karumba, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Hope you enjoy your stay. But yeah, armor kind of like a Super Valk from Macross or something, where it just sheds all the armor after it's taken enough damage, or it needs extra maneuverability. Who score? 16 light-year jump range, no scoop, 180 light-year journey. That doesn't sound good. Thank you, Eli. Yes, I know, I need fuel. Deploy heatsink.
Deploy.
Karumba, I have a 16.49 jump range Cobra 3, which I'm taking to Colonia just now. Space madness is a thing. No, 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 no. Oh, I know the space madness is real. I can have space madness flying around my backyard here. But yeah, the easiest way to upgrade on ships that have very slow, slow jump drives is to fly over to where you need the armor and then just summon the ship over. Boost score, no shipyards at engineers, no. You're gonna have to go to a nearby system, or a nearby station. Like the station there with, Ram-Ta. There was a Coriolis there. Anything that has a landing pad that'll fit your ship. And a shipyard. Yeah, basically, curveball approach. Ghost Tracker, I'm totally not suffering from space madness just because I'm considering never returning to the bubble, and having existential crises doesn't mean anything. Glad to hear it. Good. Watch out for him. Then again, considering never returning to the bubble, seems like a perfectly rational response given, the angriest ceiling fans invading. Oh, the bubble isn't going to explode. Or, burn up. Come on. I can't abandon the bubble. It's where I keep all my stuff. Master 10, I really need to know where the nearest interstellar factors is to Ceos. Oh, you poor son of a... okay. Nearest interstellar factors to Ceos. That's bad. That's going to be at least 200 light years. At least. Unless there's one in Ceos. $75%?
75%.
Black Omega. All these people going for long, boring drives. Yeah, I prefer the long... I was gonna say the long, short drives, but that doesn't make sense. the high-speed trips, where you go a great distance, but you do it very quickly. Ghost Tracker, aren't Sothis and Seos plan to expand in the local area? I believe they are. Oh, they're just getting more stations? Dope. "17 weeks isn't a long drive." Yes. Yes, it is. Could be longer, it could be 18 weeks. Well, yes, you are technically correct, and that is the best form of correct.
Kilo Kilo Yankee Lima. Welcome to this independent station, Commander. Please fly safely during arrival and departure.
Falcon to Lacey, Kilo Yankee Lima, request docking clearance.
Landing permitted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 2-5.
Copy 2-5. Alright guys, Conda coming in. Assuming I don't just go flying past the door like I do. Stupid, giant, unmaneuverable ships. Keep in mind, I'm also running the less maneuverable version of this ship. I've got a Battle Conda that the engines are a little bit more tuned up. Gear down.
Down. And locked.
Alright, it's in. Sanson, sad I wasn't even watching. I knew that flight controller.
This is a flight regulations rule.
Conda coming in. Watch us Conda go flying horizontally across the middle slot. Ah! Thought it was thrusters that controlled your ship? It is. Yeah, but these are smaller thrusters than I've got on my, you know, more tuned up. I've got better thrusters on my other Anaconda. Okay, power plant. Thought I had better thrusters on this thing. Power coupling. Budman, that's the sign you've been playing too long. The phrase, my other Anaconda. I have 3. They travel in packs. This is what I was looking for, the 5 Ds. Okay, power coupling is good, power plant is good. Turn off the vehicle hangar for now. Don't need the cargo hatch. Everything else is solid. I'm trying to figure out where the mass is here, though, because I should have a 70 light-year ship. Oh well, close enough right now. Sensors usually doesn't. I thought I had the sensor. No, those aren't the sensors. Did he put a hull reinforcement in? Don't think I did. Okay, let's get the proper core modules in here. Admiral Beldraco, you can lighten the sensors, the shields, and the life support. Yeah. These clean drives actually run faster than the old school dirty drives. I like it. Sensors are good. Okay. So the power plant is running a little hot here. But I expected that. These plasma accelerators, I'm going to be going for efficiency on them. Care of that. Turn off the cargo hatch. Should be good. Since the squadron carrier is getting more solid, any thoughts on what Narford is going to use one for? Not yet. Not yet. And yeah, Budman, I did... Thank you. I did pull off the heat sinks, I just didn't put them on yet. It looks like we're going to have to monster the power plant. Am I just missing the heatsink launcher here? Oh, well. Ghost Tracker. Is Narford imperially aligned? No, we're an independent system. And actually... Oh, yeah. That's right. Is it class 4 shields? Don't need those. They're also regular shields instead of bi-weave, so not what I'm looking for. Set 2-1.
Power diverted to engines.
Wait, no. Set 2-3.
Powering engines.
Lights on?
On.
Okay, let's see what this thing runs, actually. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Holy damn, look at that heat. Look at that thermal signature. Deploy heatsink.
Deployed.
Silent running.
You are clear of the station. Have a safe trip, Commander.
Yeah, Ghost Tracker, it is a player group. Oh, I like this. Ha ha ha. Yeah, and by the way, everybody, this is with silent running turned on. Well, yeah, I used a heatsink, but I also turned on silent running. And I am still... I'm not gaining heat very fast here.
Thermal signature restored.
So according to my calculations, this thing runs really, really damn cold. Oh yeah, Ghost Tracker, you can be in 2, it's no problem. I mean, it's not like we're giving up state secrets or anything. At least as far as I know. Okay, so let's play with what we got here. Okay, did you see that? Weapons.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Okay, so if I rapid fire them, but that's what the heatsink launcher is for. Yep, all 4 at once. And these aren't modified yet. I'm going to be running efficient, grade 5 efficient on all of these. So let's see what happens when I just pull the trigger on the frags. Engines. Doesn't use up capacitor. Negative. Heat is not even moving, Admiral Beldraco. I think we've got a winner on our hands. Yeah, can't wait to see you do combat in it. This thing is going to be running a variation on my, my Chieftain's Put a Fist Through the Monitor build. That pacifier, that class 3 frag, is going to be running dazzle shells. So that's going to help blind things. The small frags are going to be running corrosive and drag rounds. One of the plasmas is going to be running target lock breaker, and the other 3 are going to be running those dispersal fields. I keep trying to say dispersal and dispersion at the same time. Doesn't quite work out. And I haven't engineered the armor on it. Oh, this is just day 1. Karumba, glad to catch your stream. Need to jump off. Have a good stream, dude. 07, yeah, take care. Take care. Nice to meet you. Oh, and I'm going to be running low-powered shields on this thing, too. Just, you know, for little bump shields. But right now, 17% heat. Nobody could see me, and, you know, you'd have to get within 500 meters, I think, to see me. Gear down?
Gear down.
The maneuverability isn't horrible on it if I turn off flight assist. Oh, it was just a little bump.
Landing complete. Command system shut down.
Call it the John Cena. Admiral Beldraco, I think they'd actually have to physically see you. And that's why I'm running target lock breaker. Yeah, this one's gonna be... Boost score. Damn it, Moose! Stop filling my head with vast shopping lists for over-the-top ships and associated engineering. Alright, let's just go for one other over-the-top ship then. Well, let's wrap this up with a nice little, profitable pirate chase. So no, that's just the core components. How long do you think it's going to take you to get it engineered? I should probably have it done if I do a little bit of poking around. I should probably have it done by Friday. With any luck. Kind of taking a this old house approach to it. Today on this old ship... yeah, Black Omega, the microaggression, that's my Sidewinder. Gret, want some company? I'm about to test my shields anyway. Sure, yeah, we can do that. The EAS, wait, what? Well, if you want to test shields, yeah, I wouldn't mind testing guns. That should be the name of your stream so you get it done. Today on this old ship. I like that. I'm going with that. You win. Boom, data delivery, high influence to harangue. Wongariteri, though, I'll take. Comms panel. Lights on.
Lights on.
Now for something a little bit different. Oh, that's right. I promised Sansa I'd take a look at the shields on this. Or the shield performance here. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Detach complete. You are clear to leave.
Boost score, I'd be tempted to see how my new FDL shield stood up for a round or two. Yeah, I'm open. I'm free. Turn it into some sparring practice. Sparring practice. Brilliant.
Speed restrictions are now lifted.
Shield health, 496. Shield kinetic resistance, 46%. Shield thermal, 60%. Shield explosive, 62. Armor health, 2589. Almost 2600. Armor kinetic resistance, 37. Armor thermal, it's a little weaker against thermal, but these are reactive armor composites. And explosive resistance is 35%. This thing is pretty solid. And there's Gret. Deactivating... Report crimes against me is off. Alright, Gret, do you want me to take a few pot shots at you, or how do you want to do this shield test? Crash into a planet? Just take sustained fire and see what happens? Admiral Beldraco, I've been watching Dark Matter on Netflix, and the Chieftain looks just like the ship in the show. The Raza, yeah. Me and Yao have just been watching that, too. Gret, I'm the boss, alright. Well, charge up your shields and turn off report crimes against me. And, yeah, we'll just start blasting away and see what happens, basically. Also, if you want...
Fuck the legal waiver! You're in Torgland now, sucker! Just head to the arena while I play you a sick guitar solo!
We can head out for some PvE as well. Okay. Alright, that makes sense, too. Well, let's just... If you turn off report crimes against me, I'd like to see just how well the shields hold against...
More killing!
Something really sustained like I can dish out. Because your shields collapsed like a wet paper hat versus the Thargoids.
Is it just me, or does it seem like he's gonna betray the fuck out of you?
Also, try maneuvering when I'm hitting you with these things, because I'm real curious. Love the body kit. Do you have a shield booster? Shield cell bank. Alright, let's call that on the test. What do you think, Gret? I gotta head back in and reload. Actually, no, one more thing I want to test. I'm going to leave the wing. I want to know if you can spot me. Okay, I am 600 meters out, so I want to know if you can actually see my ship. Like, if you can lock onto me. Alright, we're done. Ghost Tracker, how come people use the frag cannons? I can't see the benefit of shotguns in space. Then again, maybe it's because I'm more of a mid-long range fighter. These shotguns, they will absolutely destroy. They have very high DPS. Very high alpha. And the trade-off is they have very low ammo. Alright, let's head back to the barn there, Gret. Yeah, up close these frags, they also allow for a large variety of specialty munitions. Very specialty. Correct, Ghost Tracker. These are good, say you're transporting something from point A to point B and you get interdicted by somebody. These will absolutely cut an enemy Python in half. These will cut a Conda in half. Admiral Beldraco, gonna go run some passengers, have a great day and a great stream? Well, thank you. You too. Have a good day. And also assassination missions. This will cut an enemy ship in half. The mods I'm running on this, one of the frag cannons fires dazzle shells, which kind of acts like you're flying stealth, according to his sensors. It just blinds them. Another one I'm running is screening shells, which is faster reloads on that particular cannon. Another one is corrosive, which absolutely destroys their hull resistance. Another one is drag drives, which slows them down. Alicor is also going to take my leave, work tomorrow, dough. Well, take care, and thank you very much for being around. Gear down.
Deploying landing modules.
And then I was running the one railgun with the feedback cascade, which nullifies any shield cell bank that it hits, if it's active. And then the last attack I was running was my plasma cannon, which is running target lock breaker. So if he's locked onto me and I hit him with that plasma, he should unlock me. So this thing is designed... Oh, and the drag rounds, which... You can have 4 pips to your engine. The drag rounds will treat your or make your engines act like they have 0 pips. They can still charge. You can still boost. But they maneuver like you're at 0 pips. So this thing is designed to cripple your maneuverability. Your sensors, your hull resistance, your shield regen. This thing has an answer for everything. I should call it the 42. Gret, not bad these shields considering what you're firing with. Yeah, I'm kind of happy. I'm really happy with my performance on my guns, and your shields definitely put up more of a fight than those engineers. Or those engineered ships. Was your maneuverability affected at all, could you tell, when I was hitting you with those drag rounds? It looked like you were kind of getting off to a slow start there. Master 10, the Baskin Robin. That's not a bad one either.
This is a message to all commanders.
Ghost Tracker, are there definite ways of getting these bonuses? I thought they were random. Sorry if my questions make me seem newer and experienced. No problem. No problem. Ghost Tracker, they changed, when Horizons 3.0 arrived, they changed engineering. It is no longer randomized. It is a linear progression, and you can pick whatever special effect you want on that weapon, on that module, whatever. And no, that's not... doesn't make you seem newer and experienced. Just, you know, it's just a question. I mean, everybody's got them. Got to learn somehow. But no, now you can dial your attack in. Oh yeah, Ram Ta gave me a mission. Decoding Ancient Ruins. He'll pay me 10 million credits if I can get it done in the next 3 weeks. Sorry, 4 weeks. Alright, so I need to make a quick run to Wongarateri, but I'll be back. I'm just going to drop off this data. You're up.
Retracting module.
Set 2-1.
Max engines.
Being out of the bubble since before the Thargoids really started their terror campaign, I've fallen behind on the updates. Gret, you gotta get a Medusa heart for that mission? Oh. Well, in that case... you can get your own Medusa heart. But yeah, they've changed engineering a lot. I'm a little sad that they've removed some of the random features, but on the other hand, I can understand why. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Another thing that they've changed, Ghost Tracker, you can go to, well, earlier on in the stream, I was going to materials traders. So you can swap out materials if you have, like, too much iron. You can, if you've got, like, you know, who needs 200 iron? You can go and you can swap that for another material that you might need more of. And you can do that with manufactured stuff like, you know, was it thermic compounds or pharmaceutical manipulators. They've got 3 different kinds of materials traders. Excuse me. They've got the raw materials, the elemental stuff you pick up off the ground and through the asteroid belts. They've got the manufactured stuff, and they've got the encoded stuff, data, hyperspace wakes, etc. So you can go and, you know, take your equipment. I'm running a program called ED Engineer, and it tells me what I've got, it tells me what I need, and you can make a shopping list. Very, very handy. Less RNG is never a bad thing. 99% of the time, I'd agree. Makes sense. You wouldn't pay a mechanic for a tune-up, and it's a 50-50 chance if you get back a hot rod or a monster truck. Yes, but what if you get a hot rod monster truck? Which, by the way, my Car Wars campaign was kind of notorious for. Oh, we had some interesting, crazy builds there. Let's see here. Can you trade for everything, or are there things you need to get on your own? No, if you have other data, you can turn that into exceptional data mine wake exceptions, or whatever it is. Now, here's the caveat, because of course there's a caveat. All of the engineering you've currently got is under the name Legacy Mod. That's Engineering 1.0. In order to use the new system, you'll have to convert it to Engineering 2.0. Now, the good side of that is that you only, if you have your sensors at like grade 5, they only drop you down to grade 4. And then they've converted you to grade 4 Engineering 2.0, so you got a head start there. Gear down?
Lowering gear.
Alright, so let's turn this data in, then I'll head back to Narvik-Gret and we can hit up something. Go ahead and find one of the resource sites, high or hazardous or whatever. Set up a beacon and I will follow you in. We'll hit it later. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Heading for the Hazres at Narvik 6, on my way. Sanson, my goal is to max out all my materials, minerals, and data, so I can roll it all at once. Clever, I like that. Excuse me. So yeah, Ghost Tracker, you could go down on a planetary surface and just pick up a ton of useless stuff, and you would be able to convert it over. I've got a video up, actually, Engineering 2.0, which kind of tells the rundown on stuff. That's on my YouTube page. But in addition, there's one other kind of caveat, you can't bank up reputation with the engineers anymore. By which I mean you can't... It used to be you'd get grade 5 in one thing, and then you could just... Say you went to Todd McQuinn and you got one of your railguns up to grade 5. Every other railgun you brought to Todd would instantly start off at grade 5 and you wouldn't have to move up. That's changed. So now every railgun you bring to Todd, it has to go up through the progression grade 1 through grade 5. But it is highly abbreviated. You don't need nearly as many rolls for the second time around as you did the first time around. So there's also that to keep in mind. On the entirety, though, on the whole, I would say that it actually has sped up engineering. It's made it much more accessible. Meow absolutely loves it. It's made engineering just that much more accessible and gripe-free. Oh, they also changed the way that pinned blueprints work, which is nice, considering that a pinned blueprint used to just be, hi, these are the materials you need. Now there's actually a remote workshop. Alright, Sir Ironbeard. Hi, buddy. Clean. Wanted, Wing of Two. Who's your buddy? Odd question. Can you engineer fuel scoops? You can, but just to make them sturdier. Nothing else.
Scan detected.
The 3A is killing me, but it's the biggest I want to put on. No. No, you can't. You can't make it any more effective. You're flying a Cobra 3, right? You really should put something bigger on. And you know, just to deal with this guy. Oh, Gret's being interdicted. What did you do, Gret? Let's go have a talk with Mr. Python here. And that's why my shotguns are so nice.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
And that's why shotgun.
Phenomenal.
Ghost Tracker, Asp Explorer, A-rated with shields and weapons. Oh god, you're going with a Class 3 on an Asp Explorer? Grade 5. Minimum. Minimum. Sanson, tell me why my voice attack is picking up.
Under attack.
Oh, why is my voice attack picking me up better than it does you? Could be down to microphone quality. I tend to project pretty well. Alright. Balance.
Equalizing now.
Oh, here's the funny thing. Huh. I didn't have any power in the weapon capacitor. And I still cut that Python in half. Yeah, Ghost Tracker, you need a better. It's just like Boost Core says there. Oh, you have extra fuel tanks. Yeah, you need something that will scoop at a better rate. What we got here for materials? I'll take that. Nope, all yours, Gret. Let's go find a friend. Oh, you look like you want to make friends, don't ya? No, I don't think I like this guy with his railgun. I think I may have to go say a word to him. Hey, Nick. We gotta talk. Yeah, sorry, Nick, about this. Goodbye.
Target destroyed.
Oh, and that was with my cargo scoop open.
Retracted.
Verid, I'm speccing my Dolphin for luxury tourist missions. Looks like I can do a 4-capacity luxury cabin and run 40 light years. That's pretty good. That'll work. Now, who are you going and making a mess in my nice combat zone here, buddy?
Under attack. Target shields offline.
Outstanding.
Sanson, can I hop in with you guys? I was just about to take off, to be honest, but if Gret wants in, because unfortunately it's getting near 4 o'clock and I've... stupid real-world stuff. Always a pain in my butt. Oh, first-class cabin in an Asp X. Right. Yeah, that's doable too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap up the show, unfortunately. I'm having too much fun here, but...
Target shields offline. Under attack.
And suddenly there was no dropship. Amazing how that works. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Gret, good luck. Looks like you're kicking everybody's ass out there, so no big deal there. Let's see your option. Ghost Tracker, this is an amazing, this is an awesome first stream, and it was amazing finally talking to you. Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah, look forward to hearing from you again. Let's see here, Booscore, thanks for the stream, yet a curse upon you for expanding my list of things to do. Hope to see you again soon. Yep, I will be on tomorrow. I've moved up to 4 streams a week. Hopefully we'll be up to 5 before long, but yeah. I will be on, wait. No, I'm sorry, I will not be on tomorrow. It's Tuesday. I will be on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. There we go. I will be on Wednesday next. Gotta keep my own schedule straight. I've got a chart on my Twitch page that shows when the next show is. So, that's good. Oh, take care, everybody. Always nice to meet new people. Always nice to answer questions and talk to new folks. Just a pleasure, because... damn. Huh. Brave little eagle. H.R. Geiger. Well, anyway. Fly safe, everybody. If you can't fly safe, fly dangerous. If you can't fly safe or fly dangerous, don't go taking on an engineered... don't go taking on an engineered Imperial cutter when all you got is an eagle. Seems to do bad things. Take care, everybody, and see you again on Wednesday. Let's see. Who am I going to transfer you guys off to? Let's find out here. Let's see here. Let's... oop. Who's on? Probably Levangi fan. Yep, we're gonna throw you over to Levangi. He's a good guy, good streamer, and he's got, what, 6 billion credits now in the bank? I need to know the secrets of his weirding ways. In the meantime, though, take care, and I will see you all again on Wednesday.